What's up, guys? Back at you with another video today. I've got another really cool post-playing days insert set that I haven't really seen anybody talk about, so I wanted to share it. It's super cool, and a couple little bonuses at the end. But this set here, they're all refractors, so they're the type of insert where everything's a refractor, so it's not like there's base ones and then getting a refractor is the special one. They're all refractor finish, so they're beautiful and they're very inexpensive. There is 15 cards. There are 15 cards in this checklist, and there's no numbers on them, so they're unnumbered. And you could be pulling these things and not even know if you had a set or not. They're just, finest vintage FV dash and then their initials. So that's how they number these things, just with the initials of the player. And you could have a whole set and not even know it. But there are 15, just so you know. But this is from 2014, Topps finest vintage. So it's post-playing days, cards of these guys. A lot of the all-time greats. Just an interesting 15-player checklist of Hall of Famers, and it's just, I think they look really cool. Now there are parallels, so there are gold refractors, and I think there's red to 5 and a super refractor to 1. I think the gold might be to 25, but whatever it is, there are those. But I love blue, and the base ones of these refractors are blue, so I definitely wanted to get the blue, which is great for me because that's the cheap ones and the ones that would be easiest to make a set out of. But I'll show you the backs here real quick. So 2014 finest vintage. So the first one there is the Piazza, and we will hide that in the back quickly for Greg, but you can see these are beautiful cards. I love the pinstriping. It's actually etched, so you get the etching all around the border, the etching of those pinstripes, and you get the refractor finish. I just have these in top loaders, so no special holders. These would look even better in some Mag Pros, but check that out. These are gorgeous cards. So Topps Finest 2014 finest vintage. So that's the Piazza. Next up, and that you can see the numbering I was talking about here, right there. So finest vintage dash TG for Tony Gwynn. That's kind of how they did it. But there's Tony. These are just awesome looking cards, but they're so affordable. Like almost every card in this set is $2 or $3 you can get them for. The Ryan and the Henderson are maybe, $12-15, something like that. Seems like the Ozzie Smith was a little bit more for some reason, but they're all $2 or $3. And the Ryan and Henderson aren't exactly, bank breakers at $12 or whatever. So very affordable. Next up, greatest third baseman of all time, Michael Jack Schmidt. Check that out. Yeah, I love that pinstriping in the background. I love the way they made this shield. I'm really glad they have the refractor finish, so it's not just a base chromium card. And I love the photographs they put on these. I think it makes for a beautiful card. They picked some really good photos. It's got the shine. It's got a wonderful design. So once again, just an amazing post-playing days insert set with a great checklist for 15 cards and very affordable. So if you have a guy out of this set that you like, picking them up is not hard. But check out that Ozzie Smith, man. That thing looks tremendous. He's going to get that ball, whatever's heading his way there. The Wizard was the best in the field. Next up, Greg Maddux. Great picture of him there. A lot of his cards, he has kind of a weird expression on his face and stuff mid-pitch. Never really loved some of those, but this one he looks super cool. You can see the grip on the baseball there. But these cards are just gorgeous. I love the blue background. The refractor finish is super good. Very, very, very cool cards. I just can't believe how cheap they are. When I started trying to run these things down, it was just like, you know, amazing that they were so cheap for most of them. Next up, another awesome pitcher. Gibby. Bob Gibson, check that out. Super cool picture. I love the way they did this. And you can see the borders on the shields, they do different. So some are blue, some are red. You kind of get that color match feel with these things, which is always a plus. Another red one, of course, for the Reds. None other than Johnny Bench. That little thing is on the holder there, but the card's nice. But look at that. Looks like he just cranked one looking up, watching that ball soar. Or he just saw Chris from Missouri's fly open and he's just trying to look away. Either way, that thing is, to quote him, a beautiful card. Next up, Duke Snider. Willie, Mickey, and the Duke. I wish Mickey was in this set, but of course, Topps during these years didn't have the license. But we do get Willie and the Duke in this set, which is great. So there's Duke Snider. He's got the blue border, of course. I love the way they did these color match, but great picture of him posed. Got the refractor finish, that awesome, awesome design. These are great cards, guys. If you love these post playing days cards and you love some shine and you love to not spend a lot of money, these are great. Here's one of my favorites right here. Yogi Berra. Just, I love that picture. That is a great, great shot. What a card. You get the shine, you get this awesome design, Yankee logo. Berra swinging away. Just great looking card. Great looking photo, just amazing. Really, really like that one. That is definitely one of my favorites, even though I pretty much like them all, all in this set. But look how that's lining up there. Yeah, you could put these in some pages. I mean, but just looking at them together there with the shine, it's fantastic, man. It is freaking fantastic. Let's see who's next. Shout out to Sammy Thunder. We got a Tom Seaver. Super cool. So you got the blue border, you got the orange here and here. Just really awesome. Shout out to Mookie as well. We got a Met, so beautiful card. I love that photo as well. Great, great looking cards. I just can't say enough about them. Cannot say enough about them. And this has got a bunch of great pictures in it. Look here. Sandy Koufax. You got the red and the blue color match on this one. I love the way they did that. They paid attention to the detail. The etching, as you can see with the refractor, I mean, you can see it just pops with that etching there. These are amazing. For what they cost, I mean, come on. What would it have cost to pull all these things out of packs? How many thousands of dollars, but we can pick them up for a few bucks a piece. Look how that's lining up. This set is fantastic. It's just amazing. Put another one there. See how that's gonna go. Next, we're getting into the big all-time greats here. Hammer and Hank. Look at that. Look at the color match there. The old Atlanta Braves symbol. You got the blue and the red. Man, I love it when you combine great design with refractor and etching. It just makes the card pop, especially when you get a color match like this. That is fantastic. Love that card. Hammer and Hank. What a great looking card. Here is Willie Mays. So you get the orange border and the black accents. Look how they did the color matching on these. They thought of the details, man. Way to go, Topps. This was a great finest product. Great insert, great post-playing days cards that I don't hear talked about at all. Go figure, right? If it's on my channel, but these things are cheap and they're amazing. I mean, you could pick that card right up there for $3 with shipping included. Come on, man. It's just in the kind of vintage backs these have. I mean, these are terrific cards. That's just awesome. Check that out. Look at that. That's really coming together there. We'll scoot some of these over a little bit. There's only 2 more, and I've already told you who they are, but we gotta get them in the shot a little bit at least. So the last ones are the only 2 ones that cost, significantly more than the others, but you're still talking about, 12 or 15 bucks or something usually, I think. These aren't the easiest to come by, so it's not like there's always a ton of them on eBay, but check out Ricky. So you got the dark green border, the yellow accents, and one of the most fantastic pictures I've ever seen of Ricky. I love that jersey, and I love this pose. Look at that shine. This may be one of my favorite cards of Ricky Henderson ever. I know, it's not a big deal card, but that is a fantastic baseball card. I'd pay 12 or 15 bucks for that all day long. Look at that. What a beautiful card for real. That thing is sick. And last but certainly not least, my guy, Nolan Ryan, with the Astros. It's like they knew me. Making this awesome set with my guy with the Astros. So you get the orange border, the dark blue accents, and the white, the old Astrodome Astros symbol. This just hits me in the feels, guys. That is just super, super cool. Talks about that 100.9 mile an hour pitch. It was the Guinness Book record pitch back then. Of course, they used to measure it crossing the plate. Now they measure it kind of coming out of the hand, so he definitely threw harder than that, but still was the record holder. Look at that card. These are gorgeous cards. This one is not always findable, but if you find one, grab it. It's an awesome card. It is an awesome card, but that's the last one of the 15. So that is a 15 card post playing days insert set with some shine, some wonderful design, some great etching, and an amazing checklist. I mean, you guys tell me, but this is all time to me. This is an all-time type of set. I really love it. I wish the checklist was even bigger, but it's amazing. They have a bunch of great guys. They chose some really good photos for these, and the way they did the color matching, you know, come on. They really did think of the details on this set, and I think it just comes across really great looking. It kind of has that vintage feel, but with the new modern, you know, chromium refractor shine and the technology they can do now. But hopefully you guys like this. I love this set. I think it's amazing. Let me know what you think. A couple of other things I'll show real quick since we have Willie here shining like that. Show a couple things here. I didn't show these in my ephemera video the other day. These are not something I went out and bought, but these are something my dad had saved. He saved a couple newspapers from 1965, and he gave them to me a long time ago. I didn't even remember it. I was going through a box a while back, and they were down in the bottom, but he must have saved this from when he was younger. And he lived in the Bay Area, grew up there. He loved Willie Mays, his favorite guy. And there is a picture of Willie. And it talks about homering twice, giving him 52 for the year. But a great photo of him in the newspaper. So my dad saved that from when he was younger. Must have had it in a box. Must have given it to me years ago. Then I rediscovered it not that long ago. So rest in peace, Willie. And there's one more that I have to unfold here. So this one here, it says Mays not chasing Ott's 511. So Mel Ott had the National League record of 511 home runs at the time. And Mays had just hit 457, so he was creeping up on 500 at that point. And of course we know he would far eclipse Ott with 660, but check that out, man. So my dad saved these. I now have them. Discovered them in a box. These are from way before I was born. So it's super cool to have stuff like that, but wanted to show that here. We got Willie Mays right here. I just did the other video on the other ephemera that I have from vintage years, and we got some more vintage stuff here from my dad. So anyways, hope you enjoyed that, but I hope you love this set much as I do. I think it's awesome. Just seeing it myself right here in this shot, you know, all together, it's gorgeous. Really is. But thank you guys. Thank you for all the subs and likes and comments especially, and just being awesome in the community. Really appreciate it. And until the next one, I will see you soon, guys. Thanks so much. Bye now.